Hi guys, welcome home to Break the Noise. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't, welcome home. My name is Mirth, and today we're gonna be talking about weight loss. I just had three different ways to kind of give advice, 3 points to kind of help people on their journey of weight loss. I actually lost 50 pounds in 2 years. So I thought it would be extremely helpful to help just everyone in general. If you want the advice, take it. If it's something that you feel like can help you, or if you have a friend that you care about and you want to know how to go about helping them in their journey as well too. So I went from 200 to 155 right now. My lowest was 152 and I actually gained a couple pounds back, but I assume it's muscle just because I have been working out a lot. So a lot is to stretch 3 days a week. I said a lot. But yeah, so some of the pointers that I have, I've never actually seen the movie Eat, Pray, Love, but I wanted to do an Eat, Pray, Love journey with you guys to kind of explain how I lost the weight. So for eating, what was super helpful for me was at first I didn't change the things that I was eating, but I did change the time I ate it and the portions that I ate. So instead of eating a steak dinner with potatoes and asparagus at 8 p.m., I started eating that like 6 o'clock, 5:30. Because I would get off of work at 7 and then eat at 8. But at 5, I would try to like maybe stop at a Pollo Tropical or something, get something different at 5 so I don't need food at 8. And then the portion size, like I used to have the whole, like if I got a 16-ounce steak, a whole ribeye, instead of doing that, I'm gonna cut the ribeye in half and eat half of it today, half of it tomorrow. Because at first, if you want to treat yourself and allow yourself to really accept the fact that you're changing your eating habits, you can't just switch it up on your body. Your body doesn't want to just get, like, it's like food can be like a drug. So you can't just cut cold turkey. You can, but I think in terms of long-term effect, it's easier to kind of just be like, okay, let me change the portions and the time that I'm eating this food, and then over time I'll change how I'm eating, right? So right now I go out to eat maybe once every 3 weeks or once every 2 weeks if I've been invited to something, but I don't eat out every day. Before, I would go out and after work every day I would get Qdoba, or I would get Qdoba. And it's not bad. Qdoba's not bad, but it's like, okay, maybe during lunch I'll get Chick-fil-A and then during dinner I'll have Qdoba because I just wasn't making food. So here, obviously it's a different environment. I live differently. I live with different people. So I have the chance to eat at home more, which is good. And also, my parents are a little healthier, so they might have more salads in the fridge, which I wasn't going to go out of my way to buy a salad before, or avocados. So different things. If you're not going to live in an environment, if you live by yourself, putting yourself in situations like buying the salad, buying the lettuce, buying the things. Do I eat salads and lettuce all the time? No. But if I'm making a taco, put a little lettuce on top. You know what I mean? Put a little lettuce on there. So for eating, changing the portion size, changing it, and then after time doing replacements. So juice is one of my, like, I love a good juice. Anything from Publix, the Welch's, all of it is for me. But over time, I've had to kind of cut back. So it's actually been a long while since I've had, maybe 2.5, 3 months since I've had the passion fruit Welch's from Publix. And I don't go to the store to get it. I don't go to the store to get it. If I go to the store to get it and put it in my house, it's gonna be gone in 2 days. So what I do is if I really am craving juice, I'll go to Chick-fil-A line, grab a lemonade, it's done. There's no more left in the house. If I go ahead and buy the juice from the store, the big thing is gonna be drank by me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go to the Chick-fil-A line and grab the $3-4 lemonade, cry about it, and I'm like, why would I spend $4 on a lemonade when I could just not drink lemonade at all? Or another alternative that's been working for me is I buy lemons, I squeeze them into a cup, I put water, I put some sugar, and I don't know how much sugar they're putting at Chick-fil-A. I truly don't know how, like if they poured a dump of sugar, what's the portion size of sugar? But for me, I'm looking at me putting like 1 scoop, right? 1 scoop of sugar. And so I know that this is how much sugar I'm putting in this, so I'm aware of how much my sugar intake actually is versus trusting Publix or trusting Chick-fil-A to tell me how much sugar is in this food. Water. And any of my friends or anyone that knows me knows that this is a big thing for me to put on camera. but water is so important. And don't look at me like, oh, you know what I mean, who is she, da da da, like y'all know y'all not drinking enough water, you're not hydrating like y'all supposed to. And I know that because I'm a person who was not hydrating like she was supposed to. I was not drinking water. I was drinking lemonade and being like, well, I know there's water in this, but pure water, 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 water. Drinking as much water as you possibly can, because it flushes out your system and gets rid of the toxins. And one of my close friends, Jermaine, is probably looking at this right now and dying, because he would literally be like, did you drink water today? My mom would be like, did you drink water today? I was like, okay, I have to drink water. Water is the key. And one of the ways, I don't know if you guys know Eternal water bottles. I'd go to the gym and I'd bring my Eternal water bottle, and I was like, you're not leaving this gym until you're done with this water bottle. Or I would drink in the middle of workouts. I know that's probably not the best way to do it, but I'm going to drink this water until I can't drink anymore. So drinking water is essential to working out and just doing what needs to be done in terms of health for the body, because just like taking away the juice, replace it with water, toss lemons in it. I know, but it also, I think I learned somewhere that like water tastes weird to you depending on how good your mouth health is as well too. So making sure you're taking care of your dental hygiene is also very important, which is completely off topic. But yes, after you get to the point where you're like, okay, I can substitute things. I can be okay. I don't need, I was just talking to my friend earlier. I love cupcakes. So if I get that 6 tray of cupcakes, I'm gonna eat all 6. But if I say, hey, I go to the counter, you can go to the counter at Publix and say, give me 1. And they will take 1 out of that tray and just give you 1. And you walk away feeling satisfied. You had your cupcake and you're done. But don't try to be like, I'm not eating cupcakes, because what happens is just how different addictions can get. It's like you go 4, 5, 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks without any type of sugar, any type of food. You cut everything all off all at once. And then all of a sudden you're like, you walk into Publix, you grab the cupcakes, you grab the juice, you grab the, what are some other things I like at Publix? You grab the Coco Rico, you grab the Jupina, like you just start grabbing every type of soda, you take everything home, you drink all of it, you eat all of it, you have the pub sub, you grab the pub sub, everything, and then you're just like, what did I just do? And then you end up feeling bad. And we don't want to do that. So our goal is to make sure we maintain what we're already doing, cut back as we're cutting back slowly, and then you'll switch things out. I know some people deal with like a snack where they snack a lot, like Doritos or chips and things like that. There's no snacks in my house, so I can't really snack. Going to the store already full. Like a funny story was yesterday I went to the gym. I know that the Chipotle is right next to the gym. I made sure to sit down and eat a full meal. So I didn't get a Chipotle and a smoothie. I just got a smoothie because I already ate before I got there. So making sure before you leave the house, before you go to the grocery store, it's going to change your life. Eat a meal before you go to the grocery store, because everything you could possibly think of that comes to your head, you're going to want to eat it. The next one is pray. Part of my journey very recently, but understanding that my body, I only get one of these. Right? I only get one. I think sometimes we live like this is our last time. So there's so many things that I think when we're younger, like hot fries, hot Cheetos, hot sausages, pickled eggs, things like that, we are eating and had no idea what the true effects were on our bodies. And the way that it ties into praying is understanding that this is the only body that I get in this lifetime. But there's a verse in the Bible, I think it's Romans 12:1, to live, have your body be a living sacrifice, I'll put it here, to the Lord. And what that means is reminding myself that God has given me this body for a reason, and because I'm an able-bodied person, and because I'm able to move around and breathe and do different things, or whatever God allows me to do, I can't just act like this is only my body. I can't just not remember that this is also God's temple. So even during workouts, I'll pray. I'll be like, thank you, God, for this body. I'll be thankful for this body, because I think so many of us forget how blessed we are to have the bodies that we do have. So that is a big thing for me. And a part of my journey for losing the weight in the first place is fasting as well too. So I fast for spiritual reasons, and it kind of is a byproduct of the fasting, so I wouldn't recommend it unless it is for a spiritual reason. I do know some people do intermittent fasting throughout the day. That's something I would, again, I forgot to mention, but I am not a medical professional. This is not medical advice. This is just my journey, and this is what I've been doing. So going into this part of it, this is something I would say I recommend fasting for people who are on their spiritual walk with Jesus and Christ. I wouldn't just recommend fasting just to fast, because then you're just starving yourself, and that doesn't make any sense. But if you are on a spiritual journey and God calls you to fast, a byproduct that can be losing weight as well too. And then I know some health people who are like trying to eat healthy, they do intermittent fasting throughout the day. I think that's something to seek medical professional advice on, and actually not just do it just to do it, because all of our bodies are not in sync in the same way, and we all have different systems. Our bodies are systems. So I wouldn't just fast just to fast because you know somebody that's fasting. Also, on top of pray, just continuing on that, is making sure that this journey in life is really hard to do on your own, especially working out, because consistency is key. So for me, on the journey of working out and in my weight loss journey, I was like becoming consistent in other areas of my life, like my faith journey and seeking a relationship with God, which in turn molded other areas of my life, which was also consistently working out my body. Because I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be here, if I'm gonna stay on this earth, I need to really work out this body. I need to take care of this body. And I was noticing like things weren't going away like they were used to. So having my faith-filled purpose, having my own purpose in life, knowing what my purpose was in life, allowed me to be able to work out and actually feel purposed in working out. Because it was just like, why am I at this machine doing crunches? Like, I need to know why this matters. It's because I want to be here for generations to generations to be able to see me. I want to be healthy. And so that spiritual growth also helped me in my consistency in my workout life as well too. So the last thing is love. So we finally made it to love. Guys, honestly, I think this journey would not be possible. And it is. Like, it's very much so possible on your own. But I do think it's easier for anyone that's starting, never worked out in their life. I've been working out for not even 2 years yet, and I lost 50 pounds. So that means that it's possible. And a big part of that was working out with other people. Going to the gym, you put your headphones in, you zone out the world, you take everything out, and you just work out. It's fun, it's cool. But when you go with someone and you're like motivating them and they're motivating you, it adds to it. And that's a part of my weight loss journey that was super amazing, was having people at the gym be like, nah, one more set. Let's go, keep going, keep going, keep going. And that really helps. I know not everyone has the ability or the persons or people around to work out with them. I would say this is a great opportunity to make friends. Go to the gym. I have a friend right now that I'm like beginning to build a relationship with, and she literally was like, hey, can you help me with this dumbbell? Can you help me with like figuring out the weight on this machine? I've never worked this machine before. And maybe she actually didn't know how to work the machine, but now we consistently work out together once a week. So it's an opportunity to make friends. It might be a lot, but at the end of the day, you're working out. There's 300, like, not 300, but like there's at least, I'd say 150 people at the gym at certain times in the day. There's one person in the gym. You can be like, hey, like a little, set it up, like, hey, do you know what to do with this? Or do you need this machine? Oh, do you come here often? I don't know. You could just be like, hey, do you come here often? And you guys spark up a conversation like, actually, I work out every Tuesday. It's like, okay, great, because I come here every Tuesday. We should work out together. And then you show them this video after you guys been friends for a while and be like, well, she kind of told me how to set you up, and I'm sorry. But yeah, so making sure that you have friends around you to work out with, or having a community. And even if you don't, one of the things that motivates me and that helps me as well in the gym journey is my friend who doesn't even go to the gym with me. She's just a friend who every time I get to the gym, I send her a picture. Not while I'm working out, just before I get to the gym, I just show that in my camera roll, in those text messages with her, I get to see how consistent I am at the gym by sending her this picture. You go, girl. She's not at the gym with me, but she's like helping hype me up. Making sure that you have someone in your life speaking life over you and speaking love into you. And because I was going to the gym and I was trying to work out glutes and I wasn't seeing any results. And she was like, girl, your thighs though, your thighs are not the same thighs that were that 9 months ago. These are not the thighs that I'm seeing right now. But had I not gotten an outside perspective, I would have thought this 9 months in the gym has done absolutely nothing for me because it's not giving me the results that I want. And she's like, no, absolutely. There's other things that have been progressively getting better that you didn't even realize that needed to get better. So super important to have outside perspectives from healthy people in your life and people that are actually going to motivate you and not put you down in the process. Like, oh, I don't see nothing. There in 9 months, there's something. Your arms are thinner. Something is different in 9 months of working out. So that's something that I needed, was an outside perspective, different than the one that I would see myself. I see myself every day, so I can't see outside of myself. So that's why I said loving, getting love from people and loving on people and motivating them is going to be a huge step in your weight loss journey, because it allows you to not only help yourself but help other people. And it's always good to like lift each other up at the same time. Bonus content. Some of the things that really helped me on this journey was 2 things that I did not know and I did not believe: sleep and motivating yourself. So for sleep, I didn't understand how critical it was. I think as teenagers, we think it's okay to go to bed at 11:30, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and wake up in the morning. Absolutely not anymore. This is actually the part of my journey that I'm working on, but I know that it helps because your body is like a phone, but you're using your body while it's plugged in. So it's still working, but at the same time, it's not working to the full capacity that it could because of the fact that it's not fully integrated and it's not fully getting to charge without being used. So your phone is not reaching its full charge because you're still using it. Same thing with going to sleep. You have to go to sleep at like 9:30, 10 p.m. if you're going to wake up at 7 or 8. Because your body is not truly resting. It never reaches a resting state, a rested state. So it can't factory reset. Sleep is like factory reset for your body. You really need to factory reset. If not, you're running on old fumes, and then you get to the end of the week and you feel horrible when you could just feel like lackadaisical, a little like slow, but now you just feel like, oh, I feel exhausted. I don't have time to go to the gym. I can't get to the gym. Because the realest battle isn't even working out, it's getting to the gym. And the easiest way to get to the gym is if you get rest, you're able to go after work or you're able to go before work. But if you don't go to sleep, you can't even plan the next day. So that's super important. Motivate you. I was on TikTok and I saw this content creator, and he is from England. Can't remember his name, but I want to give him the credit is due if he sees this, or if anyone here sees it and knows who I'm talking about. He said to record a voice memo of yourself, motivating yourself. And that has been the key to this journey. I do one every 6 months, or I'm starting to do one. I did one last year, and then I'm doing one this. Instead of waiting a year to leave a voice memo for myself, I'm doing it every 6 months. So I did one in February, so the next one's gonna be either in June. And just talk to yourself and just say, hey, hi Bob. You're so amazing. You're doing so great. These are some of the things that you want to do, A, B, C, and D. These are some things we want to improve, and this is what I'm doing. I'm telling you right now, this is a game changer, because when I'm hearing myself say, and you're reading a book, right? And you've read 7 pages today, correct? And you're doing a good job, right? And you're not going to do this, this, and this, right? And do you know what I'm saying? Like, people can talk to you, but you had expectations 5 months ago. You told yourself you were going to go to the gym 5 months ago. You told yourself you were not going to quit after January. But here you are quitting after January, not going to the gym. That's not what we're going to do. So if I'm talking to you like this, you're like, who is this person on the internet trying to tell me what to do? But if you are hearing your voice say, so are we still going to gym or what? Like, what's going on? We got that body, right? We've been praying for this body. We've been going to the gym every single day, right? And you're looking at yourself like, it's been 3 weeks. I have not been to the gym. And you hear yourself and the expectations you set for yourself. And at that point in life, you wanted those dreams, you're going to make it happen. So motivate yourself. Leave yourself a voice memo. Date it so you know what date it was done, and it will literally unlock a lot for you. One of the things that really helped me lose weight was I have a best friend, and everyone has that quiet best friend, that friend who doesn't talk much. You have like your exuberant extrovert friend, and then you have your friend that doesn't really talk that much. So when they talk, you always listen. And so my friend, we went to Disney together, and I was going up a flight of stairs. And mind you, it was a lot of stairs, so it wasn't like it was just a little stairs. If you've been to Disney, you went to one of the rides. I think it was the Avatar ride. There's a plentiful level of stairs to go to and go down on, but I'm gonna let her have this because it was the catalyst of what helped me on my weight loss journey. And she was like, you should not be out of breath after this many stairs. And I said, oh. And mind you, she works in the medical field. So I was like, oh. I was like, ooh. Because when she talks, you listen, because she doesn't talk like that. And I was like, okay, this is a wake-up call. This was like my actual wake-up call. I've had different like people talk to me. Sometimes wasn't in the best way, but this was a person who genuinely cared about me, didn't like constantly tell me anything about my weight, and was just like, hey, like, didn't even comment on my weight, just said, you shouldn't be out of breath this much while going up the stairs. And I said, well, I know why I'm out of breath. One, I'm still out of breath when I go up the stairs now, but I knew a huge part of the reason was my weight at the time. So it started my journey on this weight loss journey. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see here today, please like, subscribe, and comment. Bye!